Thank you, Bruce, and welcome everyone. Gee, I thought I was invited here as a distinguished political scientist to talk about
Your time's up, Mark.
Well, the good news is I don't have any prepared remarks, and I really did come mainly just to welcome all of you and to note that, to reflect on the fact I've been in universities now for over 40 years. It's been a long time. I started as a freshman in the fall of 1968, which was a very exciting time to be in universities. I never left, and partly that was probably because I couldn't get a job anywhere else, but I just stayed and stayed and stayed because I love universities. And I think what makes universities incredibly special places is their commitment to free and open dialogue about every kind of issue we can imagine. And I find that incredibly appealing and compelling and energizing, and I think what we're here tonight to talk about is a primary example of what universities are designed to be. There really is no other institution in society that I'm aware of that has at its core, as part of its DNA, the express purpose of encouraging diverse points of view, the free exchange of ideas in an environment where people can be open and honest and trade ideas amongst themselves, and one hopes to arrive at some notion of the truth eventually, or at least a better way of living together and existing as a society. And that's something I'm immensely proud to be a part of, as I'm sure you all are too, to be a part of this university community. I think it's, for me, it's also substantively an interesting topic and an important topic because many of the voices that have come out of the Occupy movement have talked about many of the things that we've been talking about here at UNH in recent years, having to do with the burdensome costs of higher education. And you know, the fact that just this year, the aggregate debt load for American college students ticked past $1 trillion. And that got a lot of people's attention. And I know that one of the things I think about every day, I wake up in the middle of the night and think about, is the cost of a UNH education and the increasing inaccessibility of a UNH education to middle-class families, let alone working-class families across the state of New Hampshire. I'm a first-generation college kid myself. I don't know if I would have been able to afford to go to college now if I were starting now. I had a conversation earlier today with the dean of our law school, who noted that when he was in college, his dad was a teacher, and he went to Holy Cross, a private institution. His college education cost 1/8 of his dad's salary as a teacher. His tuition was $3,000. His dad paid $24,000 when he started college. The average middle-class family in New Hampshire now has to pay roughly 40% of their pre-tax income to send a young man or woman to UNH. And given the rates of inflation and what's the stagnation of middle-class incomes, those proportions are going to get even scarier in the years to come. So these are very serious issues that affect all of us, and I'm looking forward to the dialogue tonight. So thank you all for caring and for being here, and I look forward to participating in the small group discussions afterwards. Welcome. Alex?